Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the next beauty budget update on my channel. Before I jump into the actual update though, I'm sorry that I disappeared for almost a week. I wasn't planning to. It was just a really busy week for me. Last weekend we had a friend stay with us, one of my boyfriend's best friends. He was staying over because it was my boyfriend's birthday on Monday. He turned 30. So over the weekend we had guests obviously, and then Monday I went out for his birthday. Tuesday we went for dinner. We actually went to a restaurant called Ramsey, which was very nice, definitely a treat. So yeah, the week just went and I did not have time to film at all, and I should have pre-filmed, but I wasn't expecting this weekend and the beginning of this week to be so busy. It's currently actually Saturday, so I didn't film all week. I could have filmed, I guess, on like Thursday or Friday, but I was honestly just knackered from the week. I just needed a bit of a break, so that's where I've been. But I'm back now and I'm planning to get back into my schedule, posting every other day. I will have a video up tomorrow again though, just to catch up on videos. So tomorrow is going to be my panels eyeshadows update, and I have just filmed that, so it's definitely going up because I have already filmed it. So that's basically where I've been, but I'm going to jump into my beauty budget. But before I do so, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you in the family. Let's jump into the video. So since I didn't cover my rules last time, and also because this is going to be a very short update, I'm going to quickly just go through my rules for my beauty budget this year. So my rules was very similar to last year. So basically I can earn points in my beauty budget by finishing items, hitting pan, decluttering, finish eyeshadows, and so on. So the way I can earn points is either 2 empties equal 1 point, 5 pans equal 1 point, we have 5 declutters also equal 1 point, and 2 eyeshadows finished even if they are within a palette equals 1 point. Additionally, I have a few other rules. One rule that is kind of not really applying this year, which I'm going to cover soon, is that when it comes to single eyeshadows, 10 single eyeshadows equal 1 point, and that's just because obviously buying one single eyeshadow, if that was 1 point, it would basically take my whole budget in like one order, you know. So that's why I put that rule in. However, this year I am on an eyeshadow no buy. I do have a few exceptions to that though. The first thing is that I can buy things if they are limited edition, but I'm still trying to avoid it. I'm still trying not to. For example, like Oden's Eye recently released a collection with like 3 YouTubers that they collaborated with. I think it was with Makeup Just for Fun, Lauren May Beauty, and Betsy Bean. So those 3 collabs, I mean, that for example, like that was a very stunning collection and they were limited edition, and you know, I was definitely tempted slightly, but at the same time it's not something that I need, so I still avoided it. But I can buy things limited edition if they really intrigue me and they're like something really unique to my collection. Additionally, if I'm wanting something and it goes on a really good sale, I can buy it as well. Again, it needs to be something that I really want, and something that I might have had on my wish list for years. And that's mainly just, for example, like with Black Friday, maybe Sydney Grace Christmas in July, but I'm still going to try to limit those purchases. So far I can't really think of anything that I'm going to want to buy, but that might change before those dates because that's later in the year, but I'm really going to try not to. And then the last exception that I have is that I can buy new Cleon eyeshadows from the stained glass collection, because I basically am a collector and I want all of them. I currently have all of them apart from the most 2 recent releases. And then the last thing with my eyeshadow no buy is that I'm planning to end that for Black Friday, but I'm not quite sure yet if I want to take it for the full year. I might want to, we'll see. But yeah, again, it kind of goes back to the whole thing of buying things on a good sale. So that's kind of why I'm saying it might end Black Friday, but we'll see. So those are my eyeshadow no buy rules, and then its additional rules is that replacement are not included in the budget. So for example, mascara, I only ever buy like 1, or like I don't really have loads of mascaras, although I have a couple now. But for waterproof mascara, for example, that's what I use on my everyday basis, because my eyelashes fall very straight if I don't. So once I run out of my waterproof mascara, I'm allowed to buy one just as a replacement. So those kind of replacements are not in the budget. So that is my rules. I'm gonna go through the budget itself. So at the end of January, I ended up having 12 points rollovers. So that's where I started February. I did have 2 additional empties, makeup empties, so that is 6 empties in total, so I earned 1 more point there. I also had 4 more eyeshadow pans, which brought me to a total of 13, which brought me another point. And then also very excitingly, I had 2 eyeshadow empties, which brought me a 3rd point. So in total, I earned 3 more points, which brought me to a total of 15. However, I did actually spend 1 point, and I actually spent my point on something from Cleona. So you probably know what this is already. Also, can I show, because this is, I bought another one of these small 12 pan, or like the kind of smaller magnetic palettes, because this is my favorite palette. I'm going to show you the difference between the one I already have. Look how grimy and like used this one is. It's like, it's crazy. I love this one though. I probably do need to give this one a clean, but I just wanted to pick up another one because I love this palette and it's really good size for like traveling and stuff. But anyway, that is not in the budget because that is like more of an accessory. But I did pick up one thing, and what I picked up was an eyeshadow. Only one though, and there is a good reason for why I picked this one up. This one is an eyeshadow from them called Happy Accident. If you're not up to date with Cleona, and maybe don't follow them on Instagram and stuff, this eyeshadow was not actually supposed to be an eyeshadow. It was an accidental eyeshadow when they they just accidentally mixed 2 batches, I believe. And I think it was the shade Solder, which is one of the new releases, and the shade Forge. I'm pretty sure those 2 are the batches that they mixed, and this eyeshadow came about, and that's why they named it Happy Accident, because it wasn't supposed to happen. It was just, you know, something that happened, a happy accident. So this eyeshadow was a gift we purchased around December time. We placed an order around December and at Christmas. I believe they did give this out as a free gift for purchase. However, I wasn't placing orders at that time, so I missed out on it, and I was kind of gutted about it because again, I do somewhat collect my Cleona eyeshadows. I have every single one, again, except for the 2 new eyeshadows that are the Dimensional line. I haven't picked those one up yet, but I will at some point. However, I don't feel like the need to do it yet. So with this one, they announced just before their last rolling restock that they actually had a small amount of these left. They said I had about 75 eyeshadows left, and I thought I'm gonna try to get it. I was on at like release when the eyeshadow went live for the launch. I was actually in the car driving up to my boyfriend's parents. It was a week before his birthday, so we were celebrating with his family that weekend. So we were actually in the car, and I had terrible reception. I was like stressing out about not getting it in time, but I did. So that's why I picked it up. I just wanted to give it a chance, and again, I was very lucky because there was only 75-ish eyeshadows of this left, so I was one of the ones who got it, which I'm very happy with. So even though it is an eyeshadow, it's only one eyeshadow, and it is kind of qualifies both for the Cleona eyeshadow rule that I have, and also the limited edition one. I mainly picked this one up because of the limited edition reason, because again, it's just an eyeshadow that will not come back again. So the eyeshadow itself, it has quite a deep base. I'm just gonna talk for it because I don't have much else today, but it has quite a deep base, as you might be able to pick up, and then it has like a pink to like almost like a forest green kind of shift. The green shift is like more kind of subtle. It actually reminds me a little bit of like the multichrome from the, what's it called, Utopian Dream palette, or like, you know, kind of those. I think Natasha Denona and Papograph both have like the multichromes that are slightly more subtle, and this one reminds me of that. So it's definitely like, it's such a beautiful one, honestly. And like the shifts in here are very prominent, but they are a bit more subtle. The only thing with this one is that it has like that deep base, which is not my favorite. However, I do still like this eyeshadow a lot. I have not worn it on my eyes yet though. I've swatched it a couple of times, and I really do. I'm really in love with it. I just need to play around with it on my eyes, but I've been very overwhelmed with the eyeshadows that I have been planning recently, so that's why I haven't used it there yet. But I'm gonna try to show you the shift quickly, because it is stunning. So if I move my phone light, maybe you can see a little bit more. So there you go. I think now you can see the green shift better. Yeah, you can definitely see it there. So it does have like a really nice kind of foresty green. It makes me think of like Christmas trees green. It's actually quite a Christmassy eyeshadow because it has that red like initial shift, and then it goes into that that kind of foresty green shift. But it's a really nice eyeshadow, and that is the only thing that I picked up makeup wise this past month. Again, it does count as 1 point because it is one single eyeshadow. If I bought more, it would still maybe have counted as 1 point, but I'm trying to avoid it. So 1 point it is for one eyeshadow, but I'm completely fine with that. And in general, I'm really pleased with myself that I did not pick up the dimensional eyeshadows. They currently have 2 eyeshadows in their line. They had the Shed Soldier, which I said was part of this eyeshadow, as well as Redox. So those 2 are already out. And I did not pick them up because I know they're going to be around. They're not limited edition, they're not going to disappear, and I know they're going to probably release more eyeshadows in that line, and hopefully eventually they will do a bundle with all of them, and I'm going to pick them up then, I think. So no rush, I know they're not going to disappear. I'm working on a lot of eyeshadows anyway. I'm trying to use every single eyeshadow in my collection this year, so I'm not too bothered about picking that one up yet. So I'm happy that I did not end up picking up more eyeshadows than I needed to. You never need to buy eyeshadows, but this one again was like the last chance to get it, so that's why I picked it up. So still kind of following my eyeshadow no buy. Yeah, obviously I'm a little bit disappointed that I bought an eyeshadow, but it's only one eyeshadow, and it was definitely within my exceptional rules that I created this year. So that is where I'm wrapping up my February beauty budget. At the start of March, I had 14 rollover points, so that is where I'm starting the month of March. I have quite a few points to use. I'm not expecting myself to buy too much because I am low on money this month because of my boyfriend's birthday, and it's actually today of filming on the 11th. It's actually our anniversary as well. We've been together for 4 years, which is amazing. It does not feel like 4 years, but it also feels like longer than 4 years. But yeah, I'm going out for dinner tonight, so it's gonna be an expensive month. So I don't think I'm gonna buy anything, but I do want to make like a purchase soon with a couple more like products that I wanted to try for the longest time, and from like brands that I've been wanting to try. So for example, I think I want to try Milk, Glossier, Tower 28, and I mentioned this in other videos, but if you have any recommendations, let me know. Because I do want to try some other things, but I think that might have to happen in April. I think I'm going to spend this month choosing every down my wish list, and I might place an order or 2 in April. So that's it for today, you guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and I will catch you in my next one. Bye guys.